the deputy pointed a gun at the boss. Then the boss's woman immediately fought back, but in the next moment, the boss actually hit the woman who wanted to protect him, because he believed his brothers were more important. The deputy immediately felt very grateful to the boss. To compensate the woman, the boss played a game with her in the restroom. At this time, Lucian was using the restroom nearby, so he heard the following conversation.
我可听他们说，想跟你平分。
吃人分什么钱？
It turned out that the boss wanted to kill them and take $10 million for himself, so Lucian put on gloves. Then he modified the last bullet in the boss's magazine. In the end, he wanted to tell his companions everything he had heard, but at this moment, the boss appeared. Because he had a gun, Lucian stopped his actions. Then the boss took the initiative to pour them drinks, and his woman even sat in someone else's arms and drank with them. Lucian knew there was something wrong with the drink, so he took a big sip and then pretended to choke and spit it out. Under the effect of the alcohol, the companions soon fell asleep. To look for an opportunity, Lucian pretended to be sleepy and went to sleep in the distance. After seeing the timing was right, the boss began to load bullets into the pistol. But at this time, Victor woke up, and it turned out he wanted to use the restroom. In order not to make him suspicious, the boss had no choice but to let him go. Then the boss successfully loaded the bullets and the silencer. But his first shot killed his woman.
对他人家睡我。
After that, he did not hesitate to shoot his own brothers. In the end, only Lucian was left. The boss held the gun and walked toward him. At this moment, Lucian could only pray that the boss's last bullet would malfunction. Maybe God heard Lucian's prayer, but the reason the boss was the boss was because he had great strength. Lucian was quickly overpowered. At this time, Victor came back from the restroom. After realizing the boss had betrayed them, he picked up an axe and charged at the boss. But the boss seemed to have spider-like senses, and the effect of the drugs on Victor had not worn off, so he could not resist the boss at all. Then the boss picked up the axe and swung it at Victor. At this moment, Lucian was behind them, and he was assembling the pistol, and Victor was using his hands to stop the advance of the axe. But he was too weak, and the sharp axe finally cut his neck. Then the boss turned his head and saw Lucian. After finding that he was assembling the pistol, the boss immediately rushed toward him. At this final moment, Lucian finally finished assembling the pistol. In the end, the bullet accurately hit the boss in the heart, but he had no tools to repair Victor's body. Even worse, the police outside were all there to arrest him. In the end, urged by Victor, Lucian could only try to leave this place by himself.